Hi YouTube, here is my 1993 Hoover Elite Energy Efficient model U4671-930. Now, if you haven't seen my unboxing video of this, then you probably wouldn't know that I got this from America. I got it imported because we didn't get the Elites over here. We got about 4 different styles of the Elite type of cleaner, but we didn't actually get anything branded Hoover Elite. And I've always wanted an actual Elite. All the other ones seemed sort of like a compromise, even though they were the same. But anyway, I'm glad I've got this one. Now, it was about £95 altogether, including shipping and import taxes. And then on top of that I had to buy my transformer and the plug thing for it, so I could actually plug it into my transformer, because this is one of those site transformers that you use on building sites to step the power down from 240 to 120 or 110 volts for when they're using the power tools, so it doesn't kill them. So I wouldn't have had to buy the extra cable if I would have bought a transformer which had the plug actually, the socket actually into the transformer, if you get what I mean, if it was like on the side of the transformer, if that makes any sense. But it was cheaper to buy a site transformer and a separate cable with the American outlet on the end, because this takes those 16 amp plugs that they have on the power tools. So this cable here has the American outlet plug on the end, and the 16 amp plug goes into the transformer, which enables me to use this American cleaner. And this goes up to 3.3 kVA, which is 3,300 watts, which is the maximum allowance for our plug sockets in our UK homes, I believe anyway. So I will be able to use a 12 amp American vacuum if I wanted to, like if I wanted to get a Hoover wind tunnel at some point, I'd be able to do that. So anyway, that's enough about the transformer. So anyway, here it is. It's in pretty good condition. The seller who was selling this was selling it as spares or repair, because they said that the motor had gone on it. So I was like, well, send me the motor and I'll have a look at it. So I was like, yeah, alright. So anyway, when I got the motor, everything seemed to work and seemed smooth, the motor's turn. It was just the fact that the fan was completely, well, not completely, but almost non-existent. There was 2 blades, I'm not even joking, there was 2 blades left on the fan, or left of the fan. I think I actually get a shot of it on my unboxing video of this. I think you see the 2 blades that are left, but it was ridiculous. So I got a new fan for it, and it didn't have a motor casing either with the motor, so I had a spare motor casing off a Hoover commercial dual purpose, which is like a legacy style Elite. So I managed to, after I cleaned it, put it all back together, and it worked like new, really. So yeah, the only thing it needs now is a headlight lens. The seller said that he couldn't find that when he sent it to me, the actual whole vacuum. So he said that he's found it now. It was behind his microwave apparently. So he's got it sent out to me, so that should be here in a few weeks, which is good. So anyway, I'll give you an overview. As you can see, this type of Elite cleaner head doesn't come outwards a bit there where the brush roll is, like some of the other ones do. I'm not sure if this is an earlier style, being all one width, or a later style, because the original Hoover Elite from 1988, I'm not sure if it was the Elite 600, that had all one width cleaner head. It wasn't this styled, it didn't have the cleaning tools port or anything, but it was all one width, so I'm not sure if this is an earlier style cleaner head or a later style, but it's that difficult to keep up with the ranges of Elites because there's that many of them, so I really couldn't tell you. But anyway, it's got some nice lettering on the cleaner head. It's got Hoover written in big bold capital letters. It says brushed edge cleaning. It says that on the other side as well. Uses only 7.2 amps. And it says cleaning effectiveness per amp 17.0. I have no idea what the hell that means. Got a Hoover logo there. And you've got your 4 carpet height settings. You've got bare floor, short, medium and high pile carpet. And as you can see, it's very easy to move because when it's stood in the upright position, the cleaner head is raised off the carpet. As you can see, I can get my hand under there. It works a little bit like what a clean air upright would do, where it raises the nozzle off the carpet when you stand it upright. So when you, like this is in short carpet at the moment, as you can see it's still high up, so only when you release the handle do you get the height you selected. And obviously when you stand it up again it raises it up. But anyway, that's that. As you can see, there's some marks and things on it yet. I've only cleaned this, I haven't polished it yet, so I will get those off when I get around to polishing it. The headlight does work, but like I said, it just doesn't have the lens. Air vents on either side here to let any hot air escape. Cleaning tools, so you lift that little tab up and then you put the hose, this end of the hose, through the air path that goes to the nozzle, which sends the suction through the hose. Here we've got a stair cleaning handle, so you can hold that with one hand and hold the handle with your other hand and clean the stairs quite easily if you didn't want to use the tools. Now this is the more deluxe version of the Elite bag. This has actually got a zip on the side, so you can easily access the bag to change it, which I call the skinny bag. The wider bag, which didn't have the zip on, which puffed out more, you had to unclip it at the top here and then slide the slider off to take the bag out. You can still detach this, but you don't really have to do that to change the bag, I suppose, if you wanted to wash it or anything. Speaking of washing, it's been washed, the bag. I hand washed this because I didn't want any of that lettering on there to come off, because when I washed the Turbo Light bag in the washing machine, the lettering on that nearly completely disappeared, so I did not want that to happen with this. So I hand washed it and continually monitored the logo as I was washing it. So as you can see, it has type A bags, which is what the machine says on the back that it tells you to use. Get that in focus there. To assure maximum performance, use only genuine Hoover filter bags type A. Now, I believe the type A bags were originally designed for the Hoover Concepts, which is why they're so wide. Like, they remind me of those yellow Kirby bags, because they open out so much. But they do fit right to the bottom and right to the top on the Elites, so they are the right bags for them. It is quite full now. I mean, I've been using this a lot because I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's the only way I can describe it at the minute. So, on-off switch there. I believe they call this a safety switch. So it's just like a rod that goes down to the motor, and the switch is on the motor, and obviously when you move this up and down it turns it either on or off. So I guess that makes it easier to break it into smaller pieces, because the motor with the cleaner head is one piece, the body is another piece, and then the handle is another piece, so that makes it easier for them to put it in a smaller box, which I presume would be cheaper. Cord here, I believe this is 24 feet long, which is just over 8 meters, and the cord hook swivels 160 degrees, so it's quick release. It does have its original plug, as you can see, obviously American plug because it's an American vacuum, 120 volts. One thing I didn't know was that one of the prongs is wider than the other, and I'm guessing that's so you don't mix up live and neutral. But that's an interesting fact that I didn't realise, I guess. And it's got the little groove on the back so you can clip the actual plug to the cord like that. And the cord is a very nice flexible rubbery cord. It's actually like a ribbed cord, so you can see that. It's got those lines on it there. I don't know what the benefit of a ribbed cord is over just a flat one, but you know, it's just very nice, flexible and nice to hold. I'm probably the only person in the world that's ever said a cord is nice to hold, but you know. The bottom cord hook doesn't swivel, it's just moulded to the body. Handle release pedal there. So here are your onboard tools. You have the dusting brush, which has very nice soft bristles, very long soft bristles. It's got a nice large opening there for the suction. That just clicks in at the top. It even has little diagrams showing you which tool goes where, which is handy, especially if you're a general consumer. In the middle here is the crevice tool. Quite a short crevice tool, but it's not too bad. Again, a diagram there showing you where it goes. And at the bottom here is the upholstery tool, and this is a fantastic upholstery tool. It's really good, especially with the low tool suction of an Elite. It's a very good upholstery tool. It's one of the best ones I've used. It really picks up the dog hairs. And again, it shows you that this tool goes here. And they all click securely into place. Maybe not the crevice tool, that doesn't seem as secure, but you know. In the side here you've got the wand and the hose. And finally, before I show it you in action, I'll just show you the underside. Oops. Don't know what that was, but never mind, everything seems to be still in one piece. Anyway, so there's the rating sticker. Will it focus? Come on. There we go. Hoover cleaner, the Hoover Company, North Canton, Ohio, 44720, the Hoover logo. Model U4671-930, Series B 7.2, presume that means the motor. 120 volts, 60 Hz, 7.2 amps. Bag style, Type A. Belt style, 38528-027. So that's quite handy. It actually tells you on the rating sticker what bag and belt it uses, which ours don't really have that. RD 1991-1992, whatever that means. Serial number 109300064500. And I believe on the American Hoovers the first 4 digits are the date, so presumably that is October 1993. If any American collectors are watching, could you please confirm if that's right or not? Made in USA, which is good to see, for household use only. They did make commercial versions of the Elites. Not sure why I'd use it for commercial use. It's because they're quite loud and I don't think they'd hold up very well, but there you go. Here's the brush roll, very nice stiff bristles, and there's lots of them. I believe Hoover called this the Quadraflex agitator. It's like a helix design. It does have plastic end caps, unlike our Turbo Power 2s, 1s. Start again. Unlike our Turbo Power 1s, 2s, 3s, 1000, and Turbo Masters, they had metal end caps, but these Elite cleaners have plastic end caps. It has these metal rods, there's 4 of them, on the sole plate. I don't know what they're for, but they're really annoying. Like, sometimes bits of hair and stuff can get caught on them, and sometimes it'll miss bits because these are there. But, oh well, I don't know what they're for. But, anyway, that's your belt there. The sole plate's just held on with little clips here, so you don't need any tools. You just prise them off. And same thing with the hood, you just prise that off as well. So these Elite cleaners were made up of a lot of things that just clip together. I think the only thing on this that has screws on it is the motor. The motor mounts and the screw there that holds the body to the cleaner head. I don't know what this crunching is. I'm not sure. Don't seem to be doing it now, but anyway, there we go. So, without further ado, I will show it in action when I get the feeling back in my leg. Move this out of the way. So I'll just plug it in here. Which is very difficult to do with one hand. Bear with me. There we go. So, again, I'm out of sawdust. So I will just have to use some rice. I don't like sucking up rice, it's really noisy. Especially on a dirty air when it has to go through the fan. Because yes, anybody that didn't know, an Elite is dirty air. That'll do. Hopefully that'll stay without falling off. So, here we go. So there we have it. It's a really good vacuum actually. A little bit loud, but you know, our turbo powers were as well. Let's see. Oh, I'll show you the tools. You just flip that tab up there and click it down in there. Then you can use a attachment. Let's use the upholstery tool here. Put some rice down. Right. So there we go, put some rice down. So there you go. So there we have it. Now that the tools did have quite low suction on these models, because, you know, they're dirty air. I mean, nothing that has a dirty fan system is going to give you good hose suction unless it's got a huge fan with lots and lots of blades on. It's going to create good airflow, but you know, for like $120 vacuum cleaner, I mean, they're quite good really. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I like it. The one I want to find eventually is the Burgundy Elite 2 that they had in Mrs. Doubtfire. That would be my all-time favourite Elite. But I really do like this, and I believe it's one of the rarer Elites. I could be wrong, but you know, a lot of these, well, this style Elite with this model number, I believe, was more known for in the black body, whereas this has a grey body and a grey tool caddy and a grey chassis. But no, this is grey body. That's black, the bag topper and the bag base. But no, this is a grey body, and I wouldn't have bought it if it was a black body, because I think the black bodied Elites look really cheap. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. And also, I've got a couple of new videos you might be interested in. Any of my pneumatic subscribers, I've got a HVC 200 video on the way. Going picking that up today actually. So that should be something to look forward to. That was the very first Henry, if anybody doesn't know. And also I've got a Hoover Turbo Power in Lilac on its way as well. So a couple of videos to be looked forward to, I suppose. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this long video.